Hi, Gene Monterastelli, the editor of tappingqanda.com. Welcome to day 24 of our 30-day tapping challenge. No matter how many days that you've tapped with us, I'm glad you're here with me today. If you're new to the challenge, all you need to do is go to tappingqanda.com/30-day to receive notifications every single morning. I send a video out or an email out when a new video goes live. That's tappingqanda.com/30-day. Today, what we're going to do is we're going to do a little tapping on the emotions that come up around those areas of our life where we might not be as good as we once were, either because we're out of practice or we've physically changed, we've cognitively changed, and we're not as quick or as sharp or as strong as we are in the past because we change over time. And so what we're going to do is we're just going to do some tapping to change our relationship and be comfortable with that. Tap on the side of the hand, take a nice big deep breath. And I just want you to think of something that you might not be as good at that you once were. And pay attention to the constellation of emotions, the disappointment, the letting down, the failing, the feeling like it's the beginning of the end. Notice whatever is there. And what we're going to do is we're just going to move from tapping point to tapping point, tap in the order that makes the most sense for you. And if you're in a circumstance where it feels safe and comfortable, I'd really encourage you to tap along out loud as we do this. I recognize the fact there are things in my life that I am not as good at today as I once was. As time has passed, I am either out of practice or I'm in a circumstance where I have changed. I'm not as sharp as I once was. I don't have as much energy as I once did. I don't have the physical capability that I had when I was younger. And it's really hard to not be as good as I once was, because I know what it feels like to be successful. I know what it's like to be skilled, because that's my lived experience. And it is hard to have things become harder. It is hard to acknowledge I am less skilled at some things. And some of that is the simple consequence of being human. As time changes, my body changes. Even when I am attentive to my body, it is the reality of having a human body. And I give myself permission to feel all of the emotions, to feel the disappointment, to feel the sadness, to feel the struggle. All of those emotions are just reckoning with the change that is happening. And at the exact same time, I recognize the fact that just because I am less skilled, just because some things are harder, it does not mean my life is without joy. My life is without goodness. My life is without achievement. And it is hard to recalibrate my expectations and my goals. And it's allowed to be hard. But I also recognize the fact change is inevitable. Not just in my future, but change has been inevitable in every part of my life. In the past, there has been change that I have not loved, but I have found goodness in my life, even in the face of that change. I give myself permission to be open to the possibility that I can engage with and respond to the changes in my life in a healthy way. Nice big deep breath. Ooh, is this one a doozy? It's one thing to be facing things that are hard. It's another thing to be facing things that are hard that used to be easy, that things that we are not good at that we used to be good at, because we're comparing ourselves to our past experience. I have a feeling this is one you're going to want to tap to again and again. Go back to the beginning, tap along with it. I'm not telling you to lower your standards, but it's important that we change our relationship to who we are and how we navigate the world so that we can be happy and healthy in the moment. Now that you've finished your tapping for today, there's 3 things you can do. Mark your tracking sheet. Comment down below on what you learned. Invite a friend to tap. And as you look at the screen right now, you will also see the playlist of every single tap along audio on the website. If you need to do some more tapping, click the list and tap along. If not, I will see you tomorrow in the challenge.